$4.12. That is the exact net worth of your life right now. You've been staring at that number for 20 minutes, listening to the radiator hiss and clank against the wall, wondering how 40 hours a week at a dead-end retail job manages to cover exactly 0% of your life. The rent was due 3 days ago. Your phone bill is past its grace period. Yesterday, you had to decide between buying a box of generic pasta or paying the bus fare to get to your midterm exam. You chose the fare, walked into the exam room with a growling stomach, and failed it anyway because you were too lightheaded to focus on the questions. The stress isn't just a headache anymore. It's a physical weight sitting directly on your chest, crushing the air out of your lungs every time you take a breath. You are drowning in plain sight, and the worst part is, the rest of the world is moving along completely fine without you. Then, you swipe. You try to distract yourself from the math of your own misery, and there it is. A story from a guy you went to high school with, someone who used to sit 3 rows behind you in chemistry, barely scraping by with C's. But now, he's sitting in the perforated leather interior of a brand new Mercedes, casually fanning out a stack of blue striped hundreds, like they're Monopoly money. The caption is simple, almost insulting in its casualness. Who trying to flip their bread? Cash App glitch. Serious inquiries only. Don't be broke. You look back at your $4. You look back at the Mercedes. Your mind starts doing gymnastics to justify it. It's just a glitch, right? Big banks make billions screwing regular people over every single day. They're insured anyway. What's wrong with taking a little crumb from a corporate giant that wouldn't even notice it's gone? You tell yourself it's a one-time thing, just enough to clear the rent and buy groceries for the month. You tap the message icon. Your thumbs hover over the keyboard for a second, trembling slightly, before you type 3 letters. Put me on. The reply comes back in 30 seconds. It's not your high school buddy. It's a Telegram link to an encrypted user named glitchgod_99. He's professional, almost corporate. He doesn't ask you for your social security number or your password. He knows that scares people off. Instead, he lays out a process that sounds completely legitimate. Listen, bro, we work with corporate tax incentives and payroll anomalies, he types, sending a voice note over a background of loud club music. We have completely legal business checks that need to be processed through civilian accounts to bypass institutional holding periods. You don't give me your password. You keep your security. I send you the check image. You deposit it via your mobile app, and when it clears, you keep 30%. Clean money. We do it all day. It sounds perfect. It addresses every fear you had. You give him your bank name, and 2 minutes later, a high-resolution image of a corporate check for $2,500 drops into the chat. Your name is printed perfectly on the payee line. You open your banking app, sign the back of a blank piece of paper, line up your camera, and snap the photo. Deposit pending. 10 minutes later, your phone buzzes. A push notification from your bank. Funds available. $2,500. Your heart is beating so hard you can hear it in your ears. Your hands shake as you walk to the ATM down the street, looking over your shoulder even though the sun is shining. You slide the card in, punch the PIN, and request a withdrawal for your cut, $750. The machine whirs. That mechanical clicking sound is the most beautiful thing you've ever heard in your life. 7 crisp, fresh $100 bills and $150 slide out. You take the remaining $1,750, walk over to a Bitcoin ATM at the corner convenience store, and send it straight to GlitchGod's wallet address as instructed. The rush is an absolute drug. You feel an instant, overwhelming surge of euphoria. You aren't a victim of a broken system anymore. You just figured out how to hack it. That night, you don't eat instant ramen. You order the $40 sushi combo delivered straight to your door. The next day, you walk into a premium boutique and buy that designer hoodie you've had pinned to your vision board for 6 months. You pay in cash. By run number 2, the fear is completely gone. GlitchGod sends another check, this time for $4,000. You deposit it, run the routine, buy a brand new PlayStation 5, and leave it on the entertainment center of your dorm room. Your roommate, Marcus, walks in and stares at it. Marcus is working 2 jobs just like you were, coming home with bags under his eyes, studying until 3 a.m. "Where did you get the cash for that?" Marcus asks, half laughing, half jealous. You smile, leaning back in your chair with the confidence of a Wall Street broker. "Told you, man. I found a loophole with some corporate payroll optimization. Look at my account." You show him the balance. It's no longer $4.12. It's $3,200. Marcus looks at his own phone, probably thinking about his overdue tuition reminder. "Is it safe?" he asks. "Completely," you say, patting him on the shoulder. "You don't even give them your password. I'll put you in touch with the plug. We can both get paid this weekend." Another 2 weeks pass and the numbers get bigger. You and Marcus have cleared over 10 grand combined, but the mechanics of the operation are starting to shift in ways that make your stomach feel uneasy. Glitch God isn't sending standard corporate payroll checks anymore. He sends a direct transfer into your account from an individual's personal checking account, followed by a frantic text. "Go to the bank right now. Withdraw $8,500 in cash. If the teller asks, tell them it's a gift from your uncle for a used car. Do it before 4 p.m. You sit in your car outside the bank branch, the engine idling. Your shirt is sticking to your back with cold sweat. Why would you need to lie to the teller? Why is the money coming from a personal account named the Thomas and Martha Miller Living Trust? You text Glitch God. Who is Thomas Miller? Why is this a personal trust? The reply is cold, lacking the usual friendly emojis. Don't ask questions if you want to get paid. Just get the cash and drop it in the Bitcoin kiosk. Move fast. The next morning, the trap snaps shut. You are woken up by Marcus pounding on your door. His face is completely drained of color, his eyes bloodshot. He doesn't say a word. He just shoves his phone into your face. Open on his banking app is a red banner. "Account restricted. Please contact fraud prevention immediately." Your stomach drops. You open your own app. Same banner. Same cold, mechanical words. Panic, sharp and icy, floods your chest. Marcus is hyperventilating now, pacing the room, mumbling about his tuition, his future, his parents. You try to calm him down, telling him it's just a glitch, a security flag. You dial the bank's customer service line and put it on speaker. The hold music plays for 20 agonizing minutes. When a representative finally answers, her tone isn't helpful. It's investigative. She asks for your name, your ID, and then she drops the hammer. "Sir, your account has been flagged for receiving funds directly linked to a high-level elder fraud and phishing syndicate. A wire transfer of $8,500 was stolen from a 72-year-old retired veteran's savings account yesterday afternoon, and it traced straight to you. This is a criminal investigation." The phone goes dead. You stare at the screen, the room spinning around you. You frantically open Telegram to text Glitch God, but the chat window is completely empty. The profile picture is gone. The username is gone. All that's left is a gray label. Deleted account. He didn't just log off. He erased his digital existence, leaving you and Marcus holding the smoking gun. The aftermath wasn't a dramatic police raid with sirens. It was a slow, crushing realization. 2 weeks later, the official police summons arrived in the mail. Because you and Marcus withdrew the cash and moved it into untraceable Bitcoin, you weren't considered victims of a scam. In the eyes of the law, you were the primary co-conspirators. You were the physical hands of a faceless international crime ring. The court case dragged on for 8 grueling months. Your savings were wiped out on defense lawyers. In the end, Marcus's family had to take out a second mortgage on their house just to pay back his share of the restitution. You avoided heavy prison time because of your clean record, but the judge handed down 3 years of strict probation and a permanent felony record for financial fraud. Your hopes for a university degree, a corporate career, or a normal future vanished before your 20s even began. Now you work a dead-end job, paying off thousands of dollars in court fines. Every time you look at your phone, you remember how easy it all seemed. Glitch God is still out there, hiding behind a new username, looking for the next broke student who thinks they've found a loophole in the system. But the truth of the digital underworld is simple. There are no glitches. There is no easy money. And when the trap finally snaps shut, the anonymous handler disappears, leaving you to pay the price.